GLP-1 medications are amazing tools, okay? And I think that if we're trying to get healthier, we should take advantage of every tool in our toolbox. I personally take advantage of every tool that I can, and I work with my medical health providers to make sure that both holistically as well as, within the medical system, I'm taking advantage of everything it is that I can to help me with my health goals. And I recognize that as individuals, we all may come at things from different viewpoints, right? And we may have different goals, and that's okay. There's over 8 billion people in this world, and we all have different goals and hopes and expectations and our own definition of what healthy is. And here's what I want to speak to as it relates to GLP-1 medication. GLP-1 medication is a tool. And as GLP-1 medication works to not only slow digestion, it is also working by turning down, when we talk about food noise, what it's doing is it's actually turning down the dopamine neuron firing in specific regions of the brain. Okay? Not all regions of the brain, just specific regions of the brain. And as these dopamine neuron firings kind of get toned down a little bit, so does the food noise, okay? Now, and for many people on GLP-1 medication, that is one of the most welcome effects. Now, as that food noise is turned down, okay, you could liken it to this. If I'm trying to think straight, okay, or I'm trying to study, but I've got heavy metal music turned up in the background, and maybe I don't particularly like heavy metal music, right? And I've got that heavy metal music in the background cranked up, it's gonna be hard for me to focus. It's gonna be hard for me to be able to study, to do what it is that I wanna do. So the GLP-1 medications, part of their mechanism of action is turning down the food noise, turning down the dopamine neuron firing. Not off completely, but down. Right? So that also provides a window, and it provides an opportunity for you to be able to explore, hey, what's my relationship with food? Am I using food as a coping mechanism? Are there times where I'm going to food out of boredom and I don't even realize it? Okay, so these GLP-1 medications are fantastic for a number of different reasons, and one of the biggest is the mental health component side of things, the behavioral health component side of things, because it's allowing us to, I guess, have a little bit more clear picture, if you will, and to not be so overwhelmed with stuff coming in and food noise and stimulation and everything of that nature related to food, where we can really have an opportunity to dive in and say, hey, well, why am I doing some of that, right? Maybe I got into a fight with my partner or a friend or a spouse or whatever the case may be. Oh, I kind of had that brief moment of realizing, oh, maybe I'd like to go eat some food or eat that piece of chocolate cake or go to the drive-thru, or maybe I'm going to Starbucks to get my coffee and normally I would get a pastry with it. And that thought briefly crosses the mind, but because of the GLP-1 medication, it's turned down and it can feel more manageable. Well, here's a big secret for you. That is telling you something about how your central nervous system is wired for regulation. Okay, and that may be utilizing food as a coping mechanism to help regulate. Now, if we're not on the GLP-1 medications and we don't have that awareness and the food noise is super loud, we may just go to it, right? We may go get the pastry and not even recognize that we did it or feel guilt afterwards. If you're on GLP-1 medication and you do have that window and there is that, oh, wait, I'm not gonna get it, but I thought about getting it. There we go, folks. That's the key, because that tells us, oh, there are times where I use food to emotionally regulate. Let's just say you got into a disagreement with a coworker or something like that. Okay, well, now that you've identified, hey, in the past I would have gone to get the pastry with the coffee as a way to medicate. Now you can say, hey, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get the coffee, maybe I'm gonna sit outside for 5 minutes and just be present. Maybe just enjoy nature. Or you know what, instead of sitting down and having the coffee and the pastry, maybe I'll take a quick little 15-minute walk around the office park outside. and use that as a way to regulate. So I'm not against GLP-1 medication at all. I think that we should take advantage of every tool that we have to become healthy. I also think that we should take advantage of the window that it provides. And most prescribers are not going in depth in this. Even with the clinical trials, they're talking about, well, there's behavioral component piece. Yeah, it was a group, educational seminar on the gym and lifestyle and everything like that once a month. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not against that. It's not that that's bad, but is that really enough? If you're really trying to get and understand yourself at a deeper level, right? If you really want to create lasting change, don't you think you have to go a little bit deeper than just one group educational class a month? Don't you think that you have to go a little bit deeper in the conversation with your prescriber about that? And hey, listen, maybe the prescriber doesn't have the time, maybe they're not educated. For myself as a clinical mental health counselor, I get individuals that come to me looking to start counseling. They said, hey, my prescriber helped me to identify I have this, and this going on, and I could benefit from counseling, but the prescriber can't counsel them, right? Most probably don't have the training, and almost all certainly don't have the time. So if your prescriber did not explain to you, okay, this viewpoint, this framework, this opportunity that GLP-1 medication helps to turn down the food noise, and with that food noise turned down, also provides an opportunity to go deeper into the why am I reaching out for food in the first place as that coping mechanism, well, then they're missing out. And I'm just humble and grateful to have the opportunity to explain that to you. So I've got plenty of free resources. I've got a book. We've got online seminars. You can work with myself one-on-one. A lot of different tools, some free, some paid for. I want to help as many people as I can, and to help people to understand that this GLP-1 medication is both a powerful tool and a window and an opportunity to be able to use other tools.